This game dropped that much after a month? Are you kidding me?
Slim cracker.
Okay, I want to say I fucking loved this game when it first came out. I played it so often. I had a lot of fun. The combat system was fun to learn. It was a new experience. I thought it was so cool, just fighting and making your own style and everything like that. But there were so many things that went wrong that caused the game to go from this to this in actually a month, because it came out I think sometime in August. It lost its fan base that fast, and there's so many reasons why that happened that could have been prevented and could have had a more stable player base. That I think the first thing that I think went wrong totally were the servers. The servers were so shit when the game first came out. Like, you were dropping all the time, and what's worse is that you couldn't even connect half the time. Another thing that was a problem is that lag made you invincible. You were so hard to kill. As you can see here with my friend Trey, he is unstoppable just for the fact that he's lagging, and that was just like a really annoying issue with the netcode. One of the biggest problems with this game is the lack of content. Once you beat all the bosses and get to the game, which I have to remind you is a requirement to get to the PvP section, there's not much else to do except PvP until that gets boring and you move on to their games. The fault in that is that the people who only want the PvP content might get frustrated with how difficult the NPCs are, and constantly dying to NPCs that absolutely wreck you and parry and dodge all your hits can be a very frustrating experience and turn you off from the game entirely. That's probably one of the major reasons the game lost so many players, because from the start the servers didn't even work half the time, which was a very frustrating experience for anyone who's first joining in. And it made the game even more frustrating for the people who, like me, who just wanted to get to the PvP right away and were tired of the servers not even working. What could have done better? The servers needed tests. The servers needed to have like some sort of alpha build, or beta, open beta really. Because on day one, when I just wanted to play some PvP and fight people, or at least like have people invade your world or whatever, you couldn't even do that because half the time the servers weren't even working, which was so irritating for the day one. It probably turned a lot of people off because people who were first starting in were just jumped into this world. They don't know what they're doing. They can't play with their friends. They can't see other people. They're forced to deal with these NPCs, which have a ridiculous learning curve when you're first starting out in order to beat, because they do not hold back. They wreck you so hard. When you're first starting out and you don't know what you're doing, they can parry everything, they can dodge everything. You don't have really any way to make progress. It's pretty crazy. There's so many things that just went wrong with this game that caused it to lose its player base so fast. And I think maybe if there was a way to ease people into the game better, it would have turned out and wouldn't have lost its player base within a month. Because this game is good when you boil down to it. Customizing your own style is really cool. PvPing is a lot of fun too, but it takes so long to get there. When the game first came out, it was so crippled by the fact that you couldn't even connect to the servers or PvP in general, or hang out with your friends, that a lot of people probably just refunded the game and said, fuck this, I'm just going on to the next Call of Duty. But that's just my 2 cents on it, and I just felt like ranting because I love this game, and it's kind of sad to see the state that it's in compared to the state where it could have been if it was planned better.
Slim cracker.